Hello and welcome to the Eternal Awakening channel. It is such a blessing to have you here, sharing this sacred moment of reflection and inner discovery. Before we begin, I kindly invite you to subscribe to this channel and leave a like. Not as a demand, not as a formality, but as an energy exchange. Your support allows this message to reach more souls who are searching, just like you, for the deeper truths hidden beyond the surface of life. So take a deep breath, feel your heart, and let us begin this journey together. Today, we are going to talk about something profound, mysterious, and ancient. The soul contract. That silent agreement you made before you ever arrived here on earth. Yes, long before your first breath, before your body was even formed. Your soul already knew why it came. It already carried within it the lessons it must face, the challenges it would endure, and the light it must shine. But what is a soul contract? Why do so many traditions across time whisper about agreements made in the spirit world? And most importantly, how does this affect the life you are living right now? As we walk through this journey, you will begin to understand that nothing is random. The people you meet, the struggles you face, the pain you carry, and even the moments of joy, all of them are connected to this sacred agreement. Imagine this: before stepping into this physical body, your soul sat in a place of infinite wisdom, surrounded by spiritual guides, higher beings, and energies that have walked with you through countless lifetimes. There, in that realm beyond time, you chose your family, your circumstances, your lessons, not to punish yourself, not because you were forced, but because your soul longs for growth. It longs to evolve, to remember, and to awaken. Some of you may ask, if I really chose this, then why is life so difficult? Why would I agree to pain, betrayal, loss, or failure? The answer lies in the truth that your soul sees beyond the human mind. Where the human mind sees tragedy, the soul sees transformation. Where the human heart feels broken, the soul feels the call to rise. Every challenge you face was not designed to destroy you. It was designed to awaken you. The soul contract is not about control. It is not about being trapped in destiny without choice. Knows your free will remains with you at every step. But within the bigger picture, the contract acts as a guide, a compass, reminding you why you are here. It whispers to you in dreams, in synchronicities, in those moments when life feels strangely meaningful. It calls you back whenever you wander too far from your path. And perhaps, listening right now, you are beginning to feel something deep inside. A quiet knowing, a sense that part of you remembers. Yes, your soul remembers what your mind has forgotten. Close your eyes for a moment, if you can. Imagine a great light before you, the place where your journey began. There, you were shown possibilities. You were offered choices. And with courage, you accepted the mission of this lifetime. To love, even when it hurts. To forgive, even when betrayed. To grow, even when it feels impossible. This is the contract of the soul. But there is something even deeper. The people in your life are not random. The ones who bring you love, the ones who bring you pain, the ones who stay and the ones who leave. If one of them plays a role in your story. Some are teachers disguised as enemies. Some are protectors disguised as strangers. And some are eternal companions who walk with you, lifetime after lifetime. Have you ever met someone and felt like you have known them forever? That instant recognition, as if your souls nodded to each other and whispered, "We meet again." That is the soul contract at work. It is the invisible thread weaving lives together. But the hardest part is this: not all contracts are pleasant. Some are painful. Some are filled with lessons that tear apart the illusion of who you think you are. And yet, every one of them carries a hidden gift. The gift of awakening. As you listen to these words, I invite you to reflect on your own life. Think of the moments that hurt you most. Think of the people who broke you, betrayed you, or abandoned you. What if, at a higher level, those experiences were chosen not to destroy you but to guide you toward your true self? Would that change the way you see your story? Would it allow you to forgive, to release, to rise? The soul contract is not about fate controlling you. It is about destiny calling you. It is about the silent agreement your soul made with the universe to grow, to expand, and to remember your divine nature. So, as we begin this journey into the mysteries of the soul, open your heart. Do not resist what you feel, because sometimes the truth is not loud. It is a whisper, and right now, your soul is whispering. Remember, take a deep breath. Let the energy settle. This is only the beginning. And as we move deeper into this sacred exploration, you will begin to see that your contract is not a prison, but a path leading you back home to yourself. The soul does not enter this world by accident. It descends with intention, carrying echoes of lifetimes past and visions of lifetimes yet to come. And though your human memory may not recall, your spirit has never forgotten. There is a reason certain experiences repeat in your life. Have you noticed patterns? The same kind of relationships, the same challenges, the same wounds returning in different forms. This is not punishment. This is the soul contract revealing itself. It is the universe whispering, "You have not yet mastered this lesson, so here it comes again, in another shape, until you awaken." Your soul agreed to face these recurring trials because repetition brings mastery. Just like a seed must be watered again and again before it grows into a tree, your soul must face lessons again and again until wisdom blossoms. This is why some wounds feel so deep. They are not only from this lifetime, they are echoes from your past journeys, calling for resolution now. But here lies the beauty. The soul contract is never written to trap you in suffering. It is written to liberate you through awareness. Because once you recognize the lesson, you break the cycle. And in that moment, the contract has fulfilled its purpose. Think for a moment about the people who trigger you the most. Those who bring anger, sadness, jealousy, or fear into your heart. Often, they are the very souls who agreed to play these roles for your growth. At the soul level, they are not enemies. They are collaborators in your evolution. Painful collaborators, yes, but collaborators nonetheless. This is why forgiveness is not just about kindness. It is about liberation. When you forgive, you are not excusing what happened. You are acknowledging that at some mysterious level, this was part of the contract. And by releasing it, you reclaim your power. The energy that once chained you to resentment becomes fuel for your awakening. But how do we remember the details of this contract? How do we know what our soul agreed to before entering this life? The contract is not always clear in words. It is felt. It is remembered through the heart, through intuition, through the quiet voice within that says, "This is why I am here." Signs appear all the time. Synchronicities, repeating numbers, dreams that feel more real than waking life. Sudden connections with strangers who seem familiar. These are fragments of your contract surfacing. They are reminders that you are not walking blindly. Your path is guided. And here is a profound truth. The soul contract often includes not just challenges, but gifts. Yes, you agreed not only to hardships, but also to talents, blessings, and opportunities. The gift of creativity, the gift of healing, the gift of leadership. Each of these is part of what you carry into this world, so that you may serve not only yourself, but also the collective. This is why comparison is an illusion. Your mission is not the same as anyone else's. Your contract is unique, woven perfectly for your soul's growth. When you compare yourself to others, You forget the sacred design of your path. You are not late. You are not behind. You are exactly where you agreed to be. But sometimes we resist. We run away from what our soul has chosen. We drown in distractions, in fear, in denial. We ask, why me? Why this life? Why this pain? Yet deep down, we know the answer. Because I chose it. Because I am strong enough to rise through it. The contract is not meant to be remembered all at once. If you could recall every detail, the journey would lose its meaning. Instead, the pieces are revealed slowly, like the unfolding of a sacred book. Each chapter is revealed when your soul is ready. And sometimes, the very suffering you resist becomes the key that unlocks the next chapter. There are moments when you will feel lost, disconnected, as if you have strayed too far from your purpose. But understand this, even that feeling is part of the path. Even your doubt, your confusion, your despair, they are written in. Because it is often in the darkest moments that the greatest awakening occurs. Your soul knew this. Your soul prepared for this. So if you are listening now, wondering whether you are on the right path, let me reassure you, you are exactly where you need to be. Even your mistakes, even your detours, even your regrets, they are not wasted. They are woven into the larger picture, leading you toward the truth you are meant to embody. The soul contract is not only personal, it is also collective. We do not incarnate alone. We come as part of groups, families, tribes, nations. Our contracts interweave, creating a vast tapestry of human experience. This is why some struggles seem universal: war, inequality, injustice. These are not just random human flaws. They are collective lessons, chosen by humanity itself to awaken at the level of the soul of the world. And within this vast collective, you still hold power. By honoring your own contract, by facing your lessons with courage, by embracing your gifts, by choosing love over fear, you influence the whole. You become a lighthouse. And even if you do not realize it, your light ripples outward, touching lives you may never know. This is why your mission matters, not only for you, but for all. Because every soul that remembers becomes a seed of awakening planted in the heart of humanity. And one day, when enough seeds awaken, the entire garden of the earth will bloom. So do not underestimate your role. Do not doubt your importance. The fact that you are alive right now, at this precise moment in history, is not random. It is part of the contract. Your soul chose this time, this place, this body, this journey for a reason. Take another deep breath. Feel the weight of these words. Let them sink into your heart. You are not lost. You are not forgotten. You are walking the path you agreed to, even if you cannot yet see where it leads. And with every step, every choice, you fulfill the promise your soul once made. Long before you were born, the soul is infinitely patient. It does not measure time the way humans do. For the soul, a lifetime is but a chapter, a brief journey through the pages of eternity. And so, when you wonder why things are taking so long, why your dreams delay, why healing seems endless, remember this: your soul has already agreed to the rhythm of your growth. There are no mistakes in timing. Even the delays, the pauses, the waiting, they are not accidents. They are written into your contract as spaces of silence, spaces of reflection, spaces of becoming. Just as music needs pauses to create harmony, your life needs moments of stillness to shape the melody of your destiny. Perhaps you have felt the frustration of wanting to move faster, to achieve more, to arrive sooner. But your soul whispers, "Trust me, I know the way, I know the timing." And though your mind struggles to believe, your spirit already knows. Everything unfolds in divine alignment. Sometimes the most painful chapters of your life are not punishments, They are initiations. They are thresholds your soul chose to cross, to transform you into who you were always meant to be. Think of fire. It burns, it destroys, it consumes. And yet, through fire, gold is purified, metal is forged, and the forest regenerates. So too with your soul. Through the fires of loss, heartbreak, betrayal, and struggle, you are being purified. Your essence is being revealed. Your contract knew this would happen. It wrote fire into your path not to end you, but to refine you. And then, after the fire, comes the renewal. Have you ever noticed how the deepest pain often leads to the most profound awakening? It is as if the soul, after being shaken, finally breaks free of illusions. The veils fall, and you begin to see life with new eyes. Suddenly, what once seemed unbearable becomes the very force that awakened your strength. That, too, is the contract unfolding. But it is not only suffering that shapes you. Your soul also agreed to moments of beauty, moments of love, so pure they remind you of heaven. Moments of joy that make time stand still. Moments of peace that feel eternal. These are not accidents either. They are gifts written into your path to remind you of who you truly are. Because no matter how heavy life feels, you were never meant to forget the taste of light. Every smile, every embrace, every act of kindness is part of the contract. They are the signposts along the road, guiding you back to love. Even when pain tries to blind you, love returns again and again to remind you of your divine nature. And so, you begin to see that the contract is balanced. It carries lessons and blessings, trials and triumphs, shadows and light, all of them interwoven, creating the tapestry of your awakening. There are souls who agreed to walk beside you for a long time. They are your family, your closest friends, your partners, your companions. And there are souls who agreed to appear only briefly, perhaps to teach you something in a single moment. A fleeting encounter that changes your direction forever. Neither is more important than the other. Both are sacred. Both are part of the design. Have you ever met a stranger who spoke a single sentence that stayed with you for years? Or crossed paths with someone whose presence shifted the entire course of your journey? That, too, is the soul contract at work. These souls may not stay in your life, but their energy touches you exactly when you need it most. They arrive as messengers, and when their task is complete, they leave. Not because they abandoned you, but because the contract was fulfilled. It is difficult, sometimes, to accept when people leave. The human heart wants permanence. It wants certainty. But the soul understands impermanence. It understands that not every soul is meant to stay forever. Some come to awaken you, some to challenge you, some to love you, and some to break you open so that the light can enter. All are sacred. All are necessary. So when you grieve the loss of someone who left your life, ask yourself, what lesson did their presence bring? What gift did their departure awaken? For even endings are written into the soul contract. Even goodbyes are part of the story. And though your heart may ache, your soul whispers, this, too, was chosen. This, too, is sacred. Another truth about the soul contract is that it evolves. It is not a rigid, unchanging script. It breathes with you, shifts with you, adapts with your choices. Your free will is never lost. At every crossroad, you decide. And yet, whichever path you choose, the contract weaves it into the greater purpose. Nothing is wasted. Nothing is meaningless. Everything is gathered into the soul's expansion. This is why you cannot fail your mission. You may delay it, you may resist it, you may take the longer road, but you cannot fail it. Because even your resistance becomes part of the journey. Even your detours bring wisdom. Even your mistakes carry hidden treasures. What you think is failure, your soul sees as redirection. What you think is loss, your soul sees as preparation. What you think is chaos, your soul sees as order. And when you finally look back, you will see it too. You will realize that nothing was ever truly against you. It was all guiding you home. And what is home? It is not just a place. It is not just comfort. Home is remembrance. Home is the soul's return to its true nature. Home is the moment you realize, I am not just this body, not just this mind, not just this story. I am eternal. I am infinite. I am light. That is the true destination of the soul contract. So, as you walk your path, hold this truth close. You are never alone. The universe walks with you. Your guides whisper to you. Your ancestors bless you. Your soul carries the map. And every step, even the ones you fear, are leading you closer to remembrance. Take a deep breath now. Place your hand on your heart. Feel the quiet rhythm inside you. That heartbeat is more than biology. It is the echo of eternity pulsing within you. It is the reminder that you are alive for a reason. And that reason is written long ago in the contract of your soul. There are moments when you feel the weight of your soul contract pressing upon you. It comes in those restless nights when you cannot sleep, when your heart is heavy and your mind asks questions that have no simple answers. It comes in the silent hours when you sense